Hello students, this is Mustafa Mirchawala from Mirchawala's Hub of Accountancy. Today we are going to do one latest past paper of F6 March June 24 attempt, and this is according to Finance Act 24, latest Finance Act 24, okay, right? And this is the 10-mark question. Normally in section C of TX paper, the 10 marks question normally come for tax planning, but this time it's not like tax planning, it's comparatively a normal question, okay, right? And yes, it is written by the examiner team that in this 10 marks question anything can come, yes, but majority of the time they test the tax planning area, right? Now you should assume that today's date is 15th of October 2024. Fiona has been self-employed for many years. Self-employed means it's a question of trading income question, trading income, and prepares accounts to 30th June. See, the accounting period is different and fiscal year is different. You know, our fiscal year is 6th April to 5th April, 6th April to 5th April, or you call it, if you round it off, you call it 1st April to 31st March as a rounding off, you can say. But see, the accounting date is ending on 30th June. Accounting date is ending on 30th June, right? Okay. Now, each year she has forecast that her taxable profits will be now year ended 30th June 2024. This is for the accounting profit period, right? Then the second accounting period, third accounting period. Now go relax. Fiona had a total transition profits of 25,000 which arose in 23-24 tax year. You know, if you have taken the classes, you know the story of this transition profit. Why did it arise? Because in past the basis of assessment for trading income was different. You were assessed on the basis of accounting period, but later on they shifted trading profits to fiscal year. So in that fiscal year in which this transition means this change happened, there were some untaxed profits on which we had not paid tax at that time. So tax department gave us a favor at that time that okay, that these transition profits you can pay tax over the 5 years, okay, next 5 years. So in short, if I go give a easy summary, so this transition profit is your past profit in on which you have to pay tax in future years by dividing it by 5. So 25,000 divided by 5, now 5,000. So now in later fiscal years, means 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27, every year you need to add this 5,000. Every year you need to add this 5,000, right? Simple, add this 5,000. Now we just read this. Now let's see the requirement. We need to go smart. See, calculate Fiona's trading profits which will be taxable in the tax year 24, 25 and 25. 3 marks. I would say it's a free marks. It's a free mark. I'll tell you why it is free. Just you need to calculate for these two fiscal years. See, let me explain you. Now your fiscal year is 6th April 24 to 5th April 25, okay? Now if I talk about this fiscal year, so see this accounting period, 30th June 2024. So only 3 months, we'll take 3 months from this. We'll take 3 months, April, May, June 24. We'll take 3 months from this, and we'll take 9 months from this, 9 months from this, next 9 months from this, okay? See this, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb and March, okay? So these 3 months from this accounting period and these 9 months from this accounting period. So if you add these two, you will get proper 24-25 fiscal year answer, okay? Then examiner has also asked you for 25-26. For 25-26, you will pick 3 months from here and 9 months from here, 3 months and 9 months from here, okay? Very simple. But in both fiscal years, a transition profit of 5,000 will be added. Yes, it's a revision class, but you must know You must have taken the normal classes as well, right? So let's do it. First 24-25, okay? 24-25 fiscal year. So 3 months. First of all, we'll take 3 months. Year ended 30th June 25. Very simple, okay? So this will be, wait, 45 200 into 3 upon 12. And then you have 63 800 into 9 upon 12. Okay, now wait, let me do it. Plus add transition profit. I already told you transition profit, and that transition profit is 5,000, right? That's it. This is the taxable profit for 24-25. That means when you make a column, listen, when you make the column for 24-25 non-saving interest dividend, so trading profit will go as 64150 in the non-saving column of 24-25 fiscal year calculation. Done. Now the next is 25-26. Now how you will do it? First you will pick 9 months from year ended 30th, sorry, 3 months, my mistake. Year ended 30th June 25, okay? And then 9 months from year ended 30th June 26. Go very relaxed now. 30th June 25 complete profit is 63 800 times 3 upon 12, and then let me check 93 200. Yes, 93 200 times 9 upon 12. Okay, transition profit will definitely be added. Now you tell me, you got 3 months, 3 months done. This is for 25-26 done. This is for 25-26. This is for 25-26 fiscal year. Now let's move to the next requirement, and that is value added tax. Again free marks, again scoring marks, again scoring marks. Listen, you know, there are two in registration topic. You studied compulsory registration and voluntary. In compulsory there are two tests, historic test and future test. This question is about historic test. Hope you remember the limit, the new limit of 90,000. 90,000 is the limit. Okay. So Fiona's sisters Emily has also run her own business for a number of years. Her sales have also been exactly 6,500 per month until the beginning of July 24, means end of June 24. So what 6,500 multiplied by 12? 6,500 multiplied by 12, if we accumulate 12 months, only sales, the 12-month sales never exceeded 90,000. See, the 12-month sales is 78,000. That means it never exceeded 90,000. It never exceeded 90,000, right? Okay. But now the sales number started going up. From July 24 onwards, her total monthly sales have been 10800 per month, and will stay at this rate for the foreseeable future. Okay. Now go relax. See, till June the total number was 78,000. The last 12 months number till June. Before June it's May, April, and so on. The last 12 months number till June was 78,000. Now let's add July. In July months we'll add 10,800 if you want to check the cumulative 12 months. So the July month sales is 10,800, and you will subtract one previous month, that is 6,500. Okay, because at one time maximum 12 months you need to check. So 78,000 plus 10,800 minus 6,500, 82,300. The total is 82,300. Still you did not cross that 90,000 limit. Okay, now let's add August. August means you will again add 10,800 and you will subtract 6,500. So from 82,300 plus 10,800 minus 6,500, this is again 86,600. Again you did not cross. By the end of the August you did not cross. So let's come to September. In September again you will add 10,800 and you will deduct 6,500. Okay, so 86,600 plus 10,800 minus 6,500. Yes. Finally you hit the ground. 90,900. Yes. Now listen the commentary. By the end of September 2024, the trader realized that the last 12 months taxable supplies exceeded 90,000. So now what action this trader has to take? Now this trader has to inform HMRC within 30 days. This is the requirement of law. Within 30 days. Okay, so after 30th September, after the end of the September, if you add 30 days, so it is 30th October. So we need to inform HMRC about this registration thing before 30th October. But HMRC will get us registered from the next month of this month. So from 1st November. From 1st November 2024. I repeat. By the at the end of the September, trader realized that last 12 months taxable supplies crossed 90,000. Yes, 90,000 is the limit. So now you have 30 days to inform tax department. So after the end of September, if you add 30 days, it becomes 30th October. So you need to inform tax department before 30th October, and tax department will get yourself registered from the next month, very next month after this October. Okay, so 1st November 2024. This you need to write, and you will start your registered life from 1st November. This all you need to write. So giving you 1 minute to just check it out. Then I'll show you how to write. Simple solution, very simple. You need to write in simple wordings about all this. Now next requirement, see. The next requirement is explain from the data. Emily will be required to compulsory registered for value added tax and therefore have to charge output VAT on her supplies. You need to write that date. 3 marks. See. Now check it out. just 2 points. The value added tax registration limit 90,000, I already told you, will have been exceeded at the end of September 20 when the total taxable supplies for the year ended amounted to 90,900. I have already showed you this. I have already showed you this, right? Okay. Emily will have been required to register from 1st November or from an agreed earlier date. This line is not important. This is important. This is an extra line. Okay. 1st November, you need to register from 1st November. But see, there is a tutorial note. The real law you will understand. Registration will take effect after the end of the month following the month in which the VAT registration limit is exceeded. Emily will therefore have to notify. Emily will therefore have to see. Let me enlarge it. Will have to notify HMRC by 30th October 20 with registration effective from 1st November. I have already explained you this issue. So you have 30 days to inform, to notify HMRC. But the tax department will get you registered from the 1st of next month. This is the law. Now, so you got 6 marks. Now finally something about pay and NIC. Pay and NIC. Okay. Now Fiona's brothers Garth became self-employed on 1st October 2024. So that means this guy started business on 1st October 2024. Garth has two full-time employees who are each paid in excess of the employer's class 1 NIC contribution threshold. So definitely we have to, employer has to pay class 1 employer NIC. And you know, if you are an employer, then you need to pay class 1 employer NIC for your employees. But yes, the employee will also bear, the employee will also get the burden, the employee will also get the burden of class 1 employee NIC employee. Okay, he is therefore entitled to annual employment allowance. Yes, you know, employment allowance of 5,000 is only available for this class 1 employer NIC. Okay, it's not available for class 1 employee NIC. It is not at all available for class 4 NIC. Okay, hope you remember these details. Now the employees are paid monthly. GAT has correctly calculated the following amounts of NIC in respect of the tax year 24-25. Class 1 employer NIC, Class 1 employee NIC, and Class 4 NIC. Okay, what is Class 4 NIC? Let me recall you. As Garth is a human being, businessman plus human being, businessman plus human, then this Garth will also get old or will get some disease or something, need medical help. So government says that you have to pay your own NIC as well. Class 4 NIC is for trader, for the businessman, for his own self. Okay, right? Now until 1st October 24, Garth was employed with all of his tax liability being collected under pay. That means all means 100%. All means 100% tax Garth was paying. Garth was paying 100% tax at source. Pay means deduction at source. Pay means deduction at source. Okay. If you remember the chapter self-assessment, if any individual has paid 80% of his tax liability at deduction at source, then he or she does not have to pay tax through payment on account, POA. Remember payment on account, two payment on account and one balancing payment, two payment on account and one balancing payment. So that person will be exempt from payment on account. So yes, this guy is qualified for exemption of payment on account. Why? Because this guy has paid in the last fiscal year. In the last fiscal year, this guy has paid 100% of his tax liability through pay. That means through deduction at source. 100% means more than 80%. So now this guy is eligible for the exemption of POA, payment on account. So now this guy will pay class 4 NIC through balancing payment. You forgot everything. Hope you remember POA, payment on account. In payment on account you have income tax plus class 4 NIC, income tax plus class 4 NIC, okay, in payment on account. But as in this question this guy is exempt from payment on account, so this guy does not have to pay any payment on account. So this guy will pay complete class 4 NIC through balancing payment. If you remember the lectures, if you have read the books, in the self-assessment class I have taught this thing for sure. Okay, one more thing. Out of these three NICs, use your brain. Out of these three NIC, which NIC is eligible for employment allowance? Which NIC is eligible for only this? Only this employer's contribution. Yes. And you know you have 5,000 employment allowance and this amount is only 1362. This amount is only 1362. So complete amount will be complete class 1 employer NIC will be waived. Complete, because you have employment allowance of 5,000. So 1362 you will get easily. You will get easily 1362. Okay. Now listen. Now listen, dear student. Let's move on to the requirement and soon the question will be ended. See, explain how and when Girth will have to report details to HM, Revenue and Customs of the national NIC due in respect of employees earning class 1 employee NIC, class 1 employee NIC, as this person is reporting employee under pay system on monthly basis. So you need to report NIC as well on monthly basis. Yes, listen, this NIC is the burden. Class 1 employee NIC is to be borne by employee, but it will be paid from the pocket of employer, but later on employer will deduct from your salary. Okay, the burden, listen very carefully, the burden is to be borne by employee of this class 1 employee of this class 1 employee NIC, but it will be paid from the pocket of employer through pay system. Okay, now see this class 1 NIC contribution due in respect of employees earnings are reported to HMRC as part of pay real-time reporting systems. Okay, they are paid through pay 1 month. Payroll information must be reported electronically each month on or before the time when employees are paid. It is also written in your book. It is also written, go and check in your book and exam kit, that there is a due date. They have not, examiner has not provided the exact due date. It is 17 days from the end of the tax month. 17 days from the end of the tax month, right? It is written in your exam kit starting area, if you see, right? So but examiner has not given you the date. They have told you that it will be paid electronically, reported electronically each month when employees are paid, right? State when Girth will have to pay class 4. Very good. Class 4 NIC due in respect of the self-employment for the tax year 24-25. I told you, in normal circumstances, class 4 NIC is paid through POA. Class 4 NIC is paid through POA, yes. But this person got the exemption of POA because it was written, see, it was written this line, see this line. He paid 100% of his tax liability through POA, 100% of tax liability through pay deduction at source. That's why he got the exemption from POA. So now for 24, open your eyes, 24-25 fiscal year, he has to pay class 4 NIC on the balancing payment date, which is 31st of July 2026. Read this. Girth will have to pay class 4 NIC for 24-25 as part of the balancing payment due on 31st January 2026. Now, just an extra point, you don't need to write this tutorial note. I have just given you for your reference. Payments on account for 20 will not be required because Girth income tax liability for 23-24 was collected under pay. He paid 100% tax through pay. That's why he got exemption. And this issue is written in your books, in my classes as well. Okay. Now last, explain to what extent Girth will be able to benefit from NIC annual employment allowance for the tax year 24-25. Yes, annual employment allowance is only available for class 1 employer NIC. For class 1 employer NIC, and it is 5,000. So your class 1 employer NIC is only 1362 this time. So yes, you will get complete benefit of this 1362 because you have a big allowance with you, 5,000. The annual employment allowance of 5,000 can only be used to reduce the amount of employers class 1 NICs payable to HMRC. So for 24-25, Girth will be benefit by 1362. Complete 1360 will be exempt for Girth, right? So not a difficult question. Honestly, if you have made your proper notes, the real game of tax paper is your notes, your exam folder. If you have a perfect exam folder, you can recall things in seconds. Write each and especially for last days, exam folder is heaven. Everything, even whatever mistakes you do in the exam kit, you must write in that exam folder so that you do not repeat in the examination room. Best of luck for your exams. If you like this class, please comment on my YouTube, right? And share this with your friends. Best of luck for your exams. Thank you and take care. I have also recorded one more class for this past paper. You can watch on my YouTube as well.